Forgotten giants of the Andes. Massive skeletal remains and hidden caves. What if human history is missing something enormous? High in the cloud forests of the Andes, beyond mapped trails and beneath dense canopy, explorers are uncovering hidden caves, and inside them, skeletal remains that challenge biological limits. Local legends speak of giants who once walked the peaks. Modern scans now reveal structures buried beneath centuries of growth. Are these just myths shaped by altitude and imagination? Or is there physical evidence of something history overlooked? Tonight, we climb into the forbidden heights of the Andes to investigate. The Andes Mountains stretch across South America like a stone spine. Remote. Vertical. Often inaccessible. In 2026, new lidar scans over cloud forest regions near the Peru-Ecuador border revealed geometric anomalies beneath the canopy, shapes inconsistent with natural erosion. Rectilinear patterns. Chamber-like voids. Hidden subterranean cavities carved into mountainsides. These findings triggered renewed exploration of caves long mentioned in local oral histories. Because for generations, Quechua communities have spoken of ancient beings, pre-Incan builders who stood far taller than ordinary humans. Not gods. Not spirits. But flesh and blood giants who once ruled the heights. Quechua legends describe a race that came before known civilizations. They built stone foundations in impossible terrain. They carved chambers into cliff faces. They vanished long before recorded history. Oral tradition is not scientific proof, but it often preserves memory in symbolic form. Across cultures worldwide, myths of giants appear again and again. Usually dismissed as exaggeration. But what happens when physical evidence appears to echo the stories? In early 2026, a landslide near a remote Andean ridge exposed a cave entrance long sealed by rockfall. Inside, researchers documented large bone fragments. Among them, a femur measuring significantly longer than average human proportions. Nicknamed the Titan Femur, the specimen quickly became controversial. Initial measurements suggested a stature far exceeding typical human height. But here's the critical question: is it truly human? Or could it belong to a large prehistoric animal misidentified in poor preservation conditions? Skeletal scaling laws tell us something important. As height increases, bone thickness must increase disproportionately to support mass. If these bones belong to a humanoid form of extreme height, the structural strength would need to match gravitational limits. Preliminary analysis shows unusual morphology, but not yet definitive classification. Which means the investigation continues. The Andes present extreme environmental pressures, low oxygen, intense UV radiation, cold temperatures. Modern Andean populations show genetic adaptations for altitude, increased lung capacity, altered hemoglobin efficiency. But gigantism at high altitude? That's biologically counterintuitive. Larger bodies require more oxygen, more caloric intake, more skeletal support. So if giants existed here, they would require a radically different evolutionary pathway, or a misunderstood classification entirely. The caves themselves may hold clues. Because skeletal remains weren't the only anomaly discovered. Mapping the subterranean chambers revealed deliberate carving patterns. Smooth internal walls. Stone platforms. Ventilation shafts aligned with wind corridors. Some formations appear natural, others seem modified. If a culture existed capable of engineering at these altitudes long before Incan stonework, it would redefine Andean prehistory. But extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And right now, we have fragments. Not full skeletons. Not DNA confirmation. Fragments. Yet even fragments can disrupt assumptions. Let's be clear, there is no verified proof of a lost race of giants. Large bones in caves often turn out to be megafauna remains, distorted by mineral deposits, misinterpreted due to scale perspective. Lidar anomalies can reflect natural geology or collapsed structures from known civilizations. But the reason this investigation matters isn't because it proves giants. It matters because unexplored regions still exist. And archaeology is constantly rewriting timelines. High above the tree line, hidden caves guard their silence. Legends of towering builders persist. Bones lie buried in stone. Geometric voids whisper beneath the canopy. Are these the remains of forgotten giants? Misidentified megafauna? Or evidence of a culture we haven't yet fully understood? The Andes still hold secrets. And until the caves are fully excavated, analyzed, and verified, the question remains open. History may not be wrong, but it may not be complete. Please like and subscribe and follow for more.